Hello, hello, hello. welcome in everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Having a bad allergy thing at the moment. It is Friday, August 2nd. Happy Friday. The week was a pretty wild one, a pretty busy one. Now we're going to freaking stream. It's time to boogie, oogie, oogie. Well, what are we doing today? We are rocking yesterday's stream today and tomorrow's stream yesterday. We're continuing with our randomizer grab bag. I've got a whole bunch of really interesting retro games with elements of those games shuffled around, all lined up for today's stream. So it should be pretty fun. First one we're going to start today is Kirby's Adventure on the NES, except it's going to have randomized level order, randomized copy abilities, and randomized enemies. So that's the main thing it shuffles. We'll dig into that. If you checked out some of the other previous streams, we played this. We played some Mike Tyson's Punch-Out randomized. We played some Castlevania 3 randomized, and Mario Brothers 1, a whole bunch of them. Now, the whole purpose of the channel when I first started it was to showcase and revisit classic games in completely unique ways, playing mods or randomizer challenges of specific games that I think I knew well. But I want to create a unique experience and revisit it, shake it up a little bit. I'm a big fan of roguelike games, so this is kind of where it led me to. I'm also a drummer, and my favorite thing to do when I drum is improvise and jam, so just meet a new musician and start drumming along with what they're doing. Love it. It's kind of similar to that. There are hundreds of retro game randomizer streams on my channel, my YouTube channel. Every one of my streams gets uploaded in full there. We've been streaming for 3 years, so we're on Season 3 at the moment, and there are a ton of these games that we're playing today and yesterday, a ton of other runs of those games, so if you do want to check them out and you're watching after the fact, feel free to browse those playlists. I want to say thank you to all the regulars who show up each day, and to every stream. I try to stream every day from about 5 or 6 p.m. Pacific, either here on Twitch or in my Discord. Thank you to my mods, my amazing mods, both in Discord and here. I'm going to drop the link. It is in the description of my Twitch and YouTube channel. I'm going to drop the link right here to my Discord. We do live streams there as well. If I'm not streaming here, I'm probably streaming there. Yo-ho! Thank you so much for the Tier 1 sub, Monstro. Thank you so much. Happy Friday. Subbing for 6 months. You're currently on a 6-month streak. Really appreciate it. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for also supporting the Discord server as well. Also, a big thank you to Bad Gal Beach for the recent follow just now. Welcome in, and happy Friday. Like I said, just having bad allergies right now. So Bad Gal Beach, thank you so much for the follow. Garrett CRW, thank you for the shout out. And Miss Des Games, thank you for the shout out. And Little Mixer, thank you for that shout out. You don't have to, but I appreciate it. Mrs. Fuzzy Nuts, Hoff and Popper, Periton, Miss Des Games as well, thanks for the follows. And thank you to Roy Terry. I'm doing alright. It's been a busy week. What I do for work is I work for a game development company. And I'm also a moderator for a bunch of Discord servers. And this isn't a wheel spin stream, so I'll refund you those points, don't worry. Yeah, that's just for the retro roulettes. So this one we're going to be basically just playing a bunch of games, and we won't be at the whim of the wheel, which is a rare thing over here in these parts. But long week, what I do for work also involves live streaming. So I've done, on top of all the streams I've done here, I've done 3 streams as well. So lots of different stuff going on. We'll be jumping to it in just a second with Kirby's Adventure on the NES with shuffled copy abilities, enemies, color palettes, and level order. I try to mix up if I'm streaming here or in Discord as well. Anyone is welcome to Discord. We do classic cartoon streams and retro commercials on the weekends sometimes, specifically to try and relive that Saturday morning cartoon feel. And then we also do retro games, indie games, things like that. Well, I appreciate it, and I appreciate the support of the Discord server and of the channel. Getting the controller all set up, and we'll be diving in just a moment. Do I laugh at your jokes, though? I'm kidding. One more song and then we'll dive in. How was that transition? Hopefully smooth. Looks like it's actually working today. It was not working yesterday, but it is today. Just the stream in general. Go. Third save slot, as always. First stage, just like, it's the same seed we tried yesterday. The electric enemy gives us sleep. Good. I have my fan going behind me, so hopefully you can't hear it. Let me know if it's too loud, because it is hot. Penguin gives us a laser. Kirby. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Whoop! It's extremely hot. No! No. I was considering actually playing Celeste today, but I don't know if after this kind of a week that I'm prepared to play a game where I'm just constantly dying over and over. But now I'm just laughing because that's what I'm doing here. I picked up Celeste recently for the Steam Summer Sale. Hadn't played it before. Definitely have seen people play it before, but always wanted to. And then I also picked up Crypt of the Necrodancer, which just got a mobile release announcement, which is kind of cool. It's a rhythm-themed dungeon crawler. And Death Road to Canada. That's the only one of the three that I just picked up recently that I've played so far. And I really enjoyed it. Yeah, let me know if you hear the fan in the background. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Why'd I look the other way? Why'd I look the other way? Really feeling those allergies today. Holy. Okay, I think it might be too loud. Is it too loud? I don't even know anymore. You gotta tell me. I don't know what I'm doing. Am I specifically talking too low? Is the 8-bit nonsense taking over my voice? Oh. Got them both. Perfect. Great. No. Forked. Oh, come on. Really? Destroyed. Awful. Is it 5 or? That's right. Channeling my Tojiko-san. My inner Tojiko-san. Damn, I'm so sorry. So Sword Kirby is Sword Kirby. That hasn't changed. You still eat the sword enemy to get the sword copy ability. But as you saw earlier there, lots of different copy abilities swapped out. Beam equals sleep. And a few other ones. Orange Ocean early on. They say don't run with scissors, but flying with swords might be worse. is all. Taking lots of damage here for some reason. Gotta get that rust off. What a day. It has been busy. Since like 8 a.m. It is now 6 p.m. Oh, hey there. Oh. Try to be clever. Oh, that's terrifying. How lucky are we? We can't float when we're in that fallen state. Oh, okay. Well, I try to play this game, but I just suck at playing Kirby. I just really do. I normally don't. Could have sworn I saved it after that, but okay. Here we go. Great. Wow. Just might as well kill me with this one. Come on, see? What a waste. Oh, shit. Just stop. I definitely saved after that. It's not recording my saves all of a sudden. Saved. Double saved. Nope. There's a way to do it. Definitely did before. Yeah, there's a maximum tomato there, but we can avoid it. It's not entirely necessary. We have done it with the sword. So many ridiculous, stupid close calls that didn't need to happen. That's definitely a result of it being way too long of a week. I was chipper and ready to go this morning. All that energy went into work. Come on. Save some of that shit for home. What, am I old or something? Run this out. Get out of here. This is embarrassing. There's literally nothing about this that's difficult. I'm just an idiot. Let's go. Off. just caught in this Kirby loop. Meta Knight loop. Just stop. Just stop. So dumb, so dumb. Ice Cream Island. Hopefully somewhere we can cool off. It is hot, 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 hot. Very, very, very hot. I feel like it is still a bit too loud. I'm going to turn down the volume a bit, and you let me know if that's okay for the game volume to be at this volume. Has this been a terrible volume the whole time? Probably. It's been an awful balance. Who knows? Only you do. Needle. Time to use the needle. Stone is actually stone. Come on. Oh, there's no way. There's no way I'm using stone here. Ridiculous. Okay, before we do this, I'm gonna take a quick break. Be right back.
Alright.
Let's give this a shot. Let's try it again. We got the fan on. Got a drink. I'm still super exhausted from the week before, but still. Hey! You candy guzzling son of a switch. No. Yes. Underwater parasol. Well, that's water in the background. It's not actually a water section. Ah. It's the moon room, everyone. It's that moon room. Oh, how close are we? Yes. That's how you platform. Underwater Parasol would be a good band name. Absolutely. Or an album name. What is in here? Minigame. That's right. Egg catcher. Oh, oops, I forgot how it worked. Wah, wah. Oh, I forgot how it worked. Super Smash Brothers music. 3,000 is fine. How much for your eggs? That'll be $3,000, please. Not yen. Dollars. That's right. I must clarify, these are expensive eggs. Oop. Son of a... High jump. Oh. She's been a hot one. We've come down with a really bad case of crane fever. Shunk. Don't fall, bud. We should get a 3-up moment. If we're gonna have one on stream, might as well have one sooner than later. So anytime you get 3 lives in a bonus game, in a single stage, from a single item or from multiple items, that is a 3-up moment. If you're one of our followers, you can use that 3-up emote, and we got ourselves one right there. 2-up and 3-up. Hey. We went back in time to the original Game Boy. If you're a follower, or just you're hanging out, actually I think this is a follower emote. We also have the Game Boy emote. Oh. Absolutely worth it. A little Maxim Tomato, a little one-up action. Just eating squid and coconuts all day long. Oh, didn't even see that wall there. Luckily, you just made it through. Moon Room. Again. It's very Fountain of Dreams. Perfect. What better item? Well, what better coppery ability could we have gotten? None of them would have been better. None of them. Are these actually these abilities though? Laser is really laser. Fire is really fire. Oh, let's go. First time actually getting fire. So it sounds like the copy abilities are only randomized in the stages. Oi. Actually the wheel, okay. We're not fast enough. Oh. I definitely saved after this, but okay. Ice. Ice, ice, Kirby. Ice, ice, Kirby. That's Blurby. Great. Stupidly sacrificed our ice ability. Nice. UFO Kirby. Very useful. No. Oh, I did it out of order. That's fine. No. Nope. Excuse me. We finally did it. Well, very often I'll do something like that too. A warp star station. I like it. Okay, let's continue. Well, the pattern remains the same every time. I appreciate that. Get out of here. That sucks. I definitely saved. I'm sick and fucking tired of that nonsense. I saved so many times today. Watch. Save. So are you going to start me at the beginning of that level again? Or here? Ah, so now you work. A watch save state never saves? I don't know. Annoying as hell. That's all I have to say. Unnecessarily annoying as hell. I've saved here now. Which is what I did every single other time. Get out of here. Nope. Done. Yikes. Baixa building. Baixa building indeed. Heck yeah. Really? Really? What a waste. I'm just gonna get power-ups to throw them away, I guess. It's just what it is. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh! Not the direction we want it to go. Perfect. Nice. Oh. No! I definitely saved like 50 times since then. I don't get it. I don't understand. The emulator seems to kick back into a random part of its memory. I'm super not into that. Doesn't matter what game we're playing. Forget that. Again, garbage save statery. Come on. No birds. Oh. Oh, no way. Oh, get out of my face. Damn it. We popped the tomato. Oh, fuck you! No. I don't care about the wheel. I do not care about the wheel. Oh, get out of my face. Nothing we can do. We're stuck. Right away. Beam. Nice. Beam Kirby. It's giving us high jump, but we should just keep going. I'll take Beam with us. Oh. Yes. Nice, to the 3. First time to the 3 today. Ooh, that was a slow one. A little faster. Is that a hat trick? A literal hat trick with the 3 hats. Screenshot. That's a glitch. Oh, excuse me. Oh, get out of my face. Get the out of my face. Get the out of my face. Get the out of my face. Definitely been lots of jank going on today. But I think it's just because of the heat and because my brain is fried. My brain is fried. It's a secret. It's a secret. Hey, Climax, welcome in. Happy Friday. We are playing some Kirby's Adventure Randomized. This is a web browser-based randomizer. Oh, did I spell it properly? No, I don't know if I did. That is not you. Don't follow that person. I randomly decided to hold shift when I typed the L there. Or follow that person, I don't know. That's C-Limax, that's different. Basically what this is it shuffles the order of the enemies, the color palettes, and the music. And the copy abilities are random, so it just gave me Mike, even though I did not absorb like a sound-based enemy. It's a fun one. Obviously this game, vanilla, is a pretty impressive NES game overall. It's got some fantastic music, sound design, like beautiful, beautiful backgrounds and pixel art. In my opinion, this is a fantastic aesthetic for a game. And I'm a big fan of the Kirby Game Boy games, but we've got a bunch of different randomizers queued up today to try out, and this is just one of them. We're not doing great though. I'm definitely feeling the heat and the fact that it was a long week at work. So we're doing what we can to slog through it, I would say. Cool. Oop. Look at that. Yeah, you know we want to go for those 3-ups, don't we? We have to. We're talking about what a 3-up moment is, and that's whenever in any stage in any game. Oh, you can't break that either. Interesting. Whenever you're in any stage in any game that you can find 3 individual 1-ups or an item that gives you 3 lives specifically. No more than 3 though. That is a 3-up moment. For example, in Yoshi's Island, you can get 3-ups, but specifically through the bonus games, only with bonus Yoshi eggs, 3-up eggs. There are 3-up balloons in the 3 Donkey Kong Country games, and I think this was the very last game, wasn't it? Is this not the last game that was ever released on the NES? Or do I have that lore wrong? But also, you've got the 3 flower cards at the end of Super Mario Bros. 3. They can give you a 3-up flower. Of course, clear cards. If you're ever interested in working on another randomizer, like an in-ROM randomizer for Super Mario Bros. 3, I'd definitely be down to test it. It's easily my, most played game of all time. More than any other game. I think if there's a 10,000 hours thing logged, it's easily more than that for me. Hey, welcome in, Mighty Collector. Happy Friday. Another fantastic streamer as well. Okay, let's see if I can do the proper shout out now. What? I have to wait 55 minutes? That's nonsense. People, click on Climax's name in the chat and just follow him. That's easier. Very strange. So silly. Twitch is very odd these days. But it is what it is. She is what she is. She is what she is. Whoa! What is this, the Ninja Turtles NES game? Underwater section? This is Kirby. This is supposed to be way easier. Grab our bottle of water. Stay hydrated. Ooh, got ourselves a sword as well. Nice. Looks like my partner is home, so just 1 second, I'll be right back before we continue. I'll be right back, and then we'll continue from here. And then we've got a bunch of other randomizers to check out, so stick around. It won't be long. It has just begun. Alright, I'm back. It is so hot. I hope it's not super hot where you are, or wherever everyone who's watching is watching from. Hope you don't have to deal with too much of that stuff. But yeah, Super Mario Bros. 3 was easily one of my all-time favorite games, and still is, and the reason why I feel like I just have a lot of nostalgic association with it, but it was one of the very first NES games that I was able to beat by myself, which was really cool. I learned how to beat Super Mario Bros. 3 from my cousin. My older cousin taught me how to play, and how to beat Bowser specifically. And also, she taught me how to tie my shoes, and that happened to be on the exact same day. So every time I think of Super Mario Bros. 3, Bowser falling down that pit, that's what comes to mind, tying my shoes. I remember actually tying my shoes, putting my shoes on, and tying them to do a victory lap around the house when I first beat Bowser. So yeah, I know it well. I know it well. Everyone has a Super Mario Bros. 3. And for you, it might also be Super Mario Bros. 3. Oh no! I am awful at this fight. Nope. Okay, let's learn the pattern here. Let's actually learn. You're gonna do that, then you're gonna do your little... Yep. Oh! Save me, save me, save me. Kirby, save me, save me, save me. Kirby, save me, save me, save me. Kirby, save me, save me, save me, Kirby. Oh no! Oh! Oh! There's a boss fight that's like this in Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure, and it's a fantastic Game Boy Advance beat-em-up based on Dragon Ball. But it's a boss fight with Mai and Shu, who are Emperor Pilaf's lackeys. And it sucks. They're both in mech suits. They both have completely different patterns, but they attack you at the same time, as opposed to these two at least alternating. It's usually the biggest like wall moment for me when I'm playing that game. I always hit it as a wall. Now the other day I was talking about a Final Fantasy V randomizer, and Climax, who was just in the chat, is the person who made that randomizer. It's called Final Fantasy V Whirlwind, and it's got a whole bunch of really cool customization options, different game modes, and mainly you can play Final Fantasy V with the original story, but it will give you a random job for each character every time you level up. And with Final Fantasy V, 3, Final Fantasy X-2, that job system is pretty iconic to Final Fantasy as a whole. I remember it being really amazing the first time I played Final Fantasy V on the PlayStation. When it first came out on the PlayStation here. One of my favorite games on the PlayStation, and it's just a really great story. And I love the idea that each character could get a different job, and you could level up their class and change their job. With Final Fantasy X-2, I believe you can change the jobs in battle. We were talking about that in another stream recently. But Final Fantasy V Whirlwind is essentially just a new experience, a new way to experience Final Fantasy V, and I'm excited to dig into it. Yesterday on Discord, I was messing around with the Final Fantasy I randomizer, and for anyone that is new to the channel, my very first stream ever on Twitch. was a randomizer challenge of Earthbound. So definitely something that is sort of like back to the roots when it comes to RPG randomizers. I definitely want to try a bunch more of them. Whoa. I feel like I could definitely get lost in this game. And this is not a game I normally would get lost in. I just feel like it's just been so hot. It's like, damn. Alright. The laser gives us needle. Also, speaking of RPGs, where's our Kirby RPG? That is dumb. I hate when Kirby does that. When it spawns you next to a door, and you have to go through the door that it spawns you right next to. But it makes it almost look, especially in this game in particular, it makes it almost look like you can go through that door. Can I go through that door? Can I go through that door? You cannot. Fireball, here we go. Oh! I can go through that door. Well, a lot of the music here actually reminds me of Super Smash Bros. Music, like in the first game, and Melee. Like the bonus stages. It's the same team that worked on it, so it makes sense, but the bonus stage music in this is like pretty much the same bonus stage music, like break the targets. And race to the finish. But Kirby's Dream Land was the very first one on Game Boy, and then this came out afterwards, but they made Kirby's Dream Land 2 on Game Boy. Both fantastic games. Both games I had pretty much when they came out. And then Kirby's Dream Land 3 had that pastel color look to it. It's a very, very fun game. It introduced animal buddies like a lot of Nintendo games did back then. So the Super Nintendo. And personally, I think it's a much better game than Superstar. Superstar feels just like a compilation of mini-games to me. It doesn't feel like a cohesive, finished game. But that's a hot take. A lot of people really like Superstar. Yeah, Kirby's Dream Land Game Boy is fantastic. And so, the Game Boy Advance games... Oh, for fuck's sake, with my stupid save state nonsense. The Game Boy Advance games are really good remakes. And sort of nods to the OG Game Boy games. I really appreciate that. This is something I do a lot on my stream, is I save, get a lot of progression, and then set myself back as an idiot. Oh. So you're not going to see me like do any like randomizer races anytime soon. Fuck that. Not, maybe not of this game. You know what had a really good re-release? This game on the 3DS. I was talking about it 2 streams ago. When the 3DS first came out, they had a whole bunch of downloadable NES games, like classic games with the 3D added. And because of like the incredible, like you can imagine what the 3D would look like here. Just because of the incredible background art and pixel art. There's so much going on. So much going on. I realized I totally gave you a shout out and spelled your name wrong because it's C-Y or C-I-Y-N-A-X. That's funny. There we go. There we go. You got me. I'm sure that happens all the time. That's why it didn't work. Oh no! What did I do to myself? But yeah, pretty much like the feel of this game and Return to Nightmare in Dreamland. Nightmare in Dreamland is the remake of this. It's done so well. Oh, it's just because it was taken. Amazing. Well, 3-up moon, all one word was taken, so I just went underscore. But the reason why I named my channel 3-up moon was because when I was a kid, the first time I found a 3-up moon on my own, like with no help of, you know, with a friend or someone, you know, explaining maybe in the schoolyard, like, there was a rumor on how to get this secret thing in a video game. Like, nobody told me. There was no magazine, tip, anything. I just found it. It was awesome. It was just a great moment. Like, exploring a game that you thought you knew, and then finding something very different hidden somewhere in the game. That's kind of the whole genesis of the channel and the whole spirit of the channel, really. That's why the randomizers are kind of right up my alley, and mods and roguelike games, because I want to play a game that I thought I knew, but have a different experience every time. So everyone has a 3-up moon. Everyone has like a thing that they found. Maybe it's a secret room. Maybe it's a fun little Easter egg that you discovered without the help of any tips, that you discovered through your own exploration. There you go. So climax is your discovery was the realm glitch in Final Fantasy VI. You did it entirely by accident. I can't remember which RPG it was, but my old roommate also like played an RPG years ago. I don't know if it was like a Dragon Warrior game or something on Super Nintendo, but it was the only RPG they ever played. And so their experience... Look, see, I saved this. I saved so many times after this, and for some reason it brings us back here. I don't understand. But my old roommate, he played an RPG, and the quest was like, you know, take this... It might have even been like Link to the Past or something, where it was like, take this NPC. It was like a little side quest where an NPC was following you, and you had to take them somewhere. But there's no clear direction, like, if you skip the message box, there's no clear direction to explain to you like where to take them and what you need to do. And it somehow glitched, and the NPC followed them through the whole game, and then it stopped them. Like, it stopped them from progressing at some point. But they said it was creepy. They said the whole way they described it, playing the game, said it was super creepy. This is back when the game first came out. And that they didn't know, like, they had triggered some sort of glitch, and they were like, why is this thing following me? Like, everywhere I go, it's just following me. And then eventually they soft-locked themselves and couldn't progress because they had the NPC behind them and they couldn't go through a specific door. But it was really interesting because they also said from that moment on, I never played another RPG. Because it just created anxiety for me, because I didn't know what to do. No, the game didn't tell me what to do. I couldn't progress in the story, and this thing would not stop following me. So to them, it just felt like it was like a stalking simulator. Or a being stalked simulator. You ended up with like 1,000 dirks. Nice. Yeah, this is rough. This is so stupid. Okay, I'm doing it. We're mixing it up. I'm not going to keep going with this run because I'm not trying to beat the games. I just want to showcase off different randomizers, and I have a really fun one that I've done over 40. Actually, we've done over 40 runs of Super Mario Bros. 3 randomized, but we completed our 40th randomizer run of Super Mario Bros. 1 a couple of days ago. 40th one that we've done on the channel, whether it's here or Discord. And so last night, I found a different approach at the Super Mario Bros. 1 randomizer. And the levels aren't shuffled around, but you'll see exactly what I mean. This is not like the one we normally are used to playing. So if you have seen those before, it's a little bit different. Stick around, we're going to get some music going, and we got Super Mario Bros. 1 up next. Yes, I thought it was sad as well too, because to write off a genre of anything, music or a game or movies, just because of one experience is kind of silly. A lot of people do it. But they did dive into RPGs years later, like 2 years ago, from the 90s. So after 20-something years, they tried another one. How about anyone else in the chat? Do you have an iconic 3-up move? An iconic moment or glitch or secret that you discovered yourself without the help of a guide in a classic game? Let us know. Ooh. Mighty Collector says, I found the Shao Kahn Easter egg in Mortal Kombat 2 on the Super Nintendo. And an extra mode. Very cool. I had the Genesis Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, but I never found any secret. I mean, I guess... Actually, no, I don't think I ever even came across like a fatality by mistake. I would have always referenced like a guide or magazine, or friends would have had it written down, so I would have tried it that way. And a bunch of FF1 glitches. You don't know how anybody found most of the moves in old fighting games. It was all guides for me. Well, would the manuals of classic fighting games have included things like that? Like, I know by the time we got to the PS1 era and N64 era, they started having pause menus that explained what the movesets were and stuff, and training modes. But I wonder, I've never really, like, gone down the rabbit hole of, like, the classic Street Fighter 1 and 2 manuals, or I've never like looked into what the Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 manual looks like. Like, I work for a game company that is named after a Mortal Kombat character, because the developers, like the people who started the company, are huge Mortal Kombat fans. And we have a Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 arcade machine in our office. And so often when I'm doing like a work stream, I can actually go and just check it out and turn them on. But there's a booklet on the side of each that has like printed out from Game Facts, a binder hanging off the side of each machine that has all of the moves and fatalities printed out. But that's the thing, like in the arcade, you just would have to know. And so there's this sort of mystery, this allure of like going to the arcade, seeing somebody else play the game that you play, maybe as a different character or as a character you know really well or you think you know, and then all of a sudden, boom, they pull off this special you didn't think you could do, and you're like, what? How did you do that? And much like DJs sharing their ingredients for samples, it was dependent on if they wanted to let you know or not. Pretty cool. Money Collector says, some did, but most of the time in arcades you were on your own. That's true. It's mostly word of mouth with tons of false rumors. Yeah, just like the DJ game, exactly. That's funny. There were arcade ports, and early ports didn't explain secrets, so you had to have Nintendo Power or Electronic Games Monthly or early internet. Shenlong being a thing in Street Fighter 2. Mighty Collector says, I do remember playing World Heroes 2. It had stickers the arcade owner would put on the wall for the moves. Oh, that's cool. See, I like that. It's not necessarily like cheating or anything or hand-holding, because you still have to be able to pull off those moves in the right timing and strategize when you want to do those moves. So I think that's a pretty cool thing. All right, let's see. I did open the game, but I'm not sure if it acknowledged it here. Nice. Okay, just a moment here. Sorry, my computer's just being annoying. Now this is another thing, another game that primarily the randomizer, at least for Super Mario Bros. 1, I know there's one person working on a randomizer for Super Mario Bros. 1. I know there are multiple different approaches and perspectives of what a Super Mario Bros. Randomizer should be. For example, there's a hack out there that just shuffles around the enemies in order of the levels. Well, I was using, in the version that I've been playing on my channel for a long time, I was using a built-in, like a browser-based one that was recently taken down. It was on GitLab or whatever, GitHub, and somebody took it down. But it had really cool customization. It shuffled around the music, the level order, and it would only transition to the next world whenever we hit a castle. So World 1 could be 7 levels until we hit a castle, but then World 2 could be 1 level because it's a castle level. So it would always transition to the next level. It would shuffle around the enemies. It'd be pretty chaotic. There's also a Super Mario Bros. 2 randomizer that is also just a built-in tool that never gets updated, just something that somebody decided to make and never update. So there's no Mario 1, 2, or 3 built-in randomizer that exists in ROM randomizer. And the one that's currently being worked on is more of like a pipe shuffler. It's a bit different than the way that the ones I'm used to playing are. And then there's also a couple of variations. There's one that actually somebody created one that creates a randomly generated, procedurally generated level as you play. That one's wild because it uses individual blocks to create essentially a maze, but you have to be so good at Super Mario Bros. 1. I'm like not there. I can't do it. But this one's a bit different, and I like where it goes. So here we go. Whew. Are we ready? Hopefully not requiring wall jumps. I think there are some ROM hacks that do that. Oh, look at this. We're on 7-1 now all of a sudden. We died, and we don't get a chance at 1-1 again. We're on 7-1, and this is literally a... not a bullet bill shooter, but a Goomba Gill shooter. Oh, okay. Mario music is so good, absolutely. Oh. Welcome in, Predhead. Pretty interesting to see. Yeah, the Kaizo hacks are the ones that require the extra tech, but I'm not a huge fan of that style of hack. So this is pretty cool. So we were in World 1-1, we died, and then it took us to World 7-1. There's certain tech in every single Mario game where once you start having to do that in the level design, like as the player, once you start having to like master a technique, like I shouldn't have to master jumping to be able to jump through your level. I shouldn't have to master running to be able to run through your level. I think it is for masochists that type of gameplay. It's not fun. More fun to watch than to play, absolutely. However, I love good level design and good difficulty curves. I'm a huge fan of standard style hacks. Give me 7 worlds and 8 worlds. Sorry, I hit the mic. 7 or 8 worlds. Give me some secret levels to unlock. Give me a couple of interesting new boss fights. Keep it vanilla. It doesn't have to be wild. Just take me on a journey through the level design as a player and give me a good difficulty mountain to climb. A great example of Super Mario Bros. 3 has Rainbow Realms. It's a fantastic hack. I think it's from 2020, and the second one's from 2022. But Rainbow Realms is essentially the perfect continuation of Super Mario Bros. 3. If you play Mario 3, beat it, you can jump right into Rainbow Realms, and there's 8 full worlds, and it starts you off pretty much at the same difficulty level the later levels are for Mario 3, and then has you gradually and evenly progress forward. They made a sequel to that, Rainbow Realms 2. The sequel is interesting, but it unfortunately does not have that same effect on the previous one. It doesn't just get harder and harder slowly. It feels like it gets a little bit harder at the beginning, and then it's just a bunch of leftover levels that didn't make the cut for the first one, at least to me. Those are some of my most watched videos up on my YouTube channel and most watched streams for Mario streams. But I highly recommend checking out a ton of different hacks, but specifically highly recommend playing Mario 3 and then diving into Rainbow Realms. It's very fun. It was made by Blue Crush. Let's try this again. Oh. I really love this concept though. It's basically just throwing random enemies. If we play this again, it's going to give us completely different enemies. There we go. Wheeling it and dealing it. Oh! Let's try it again. Yeah, see? That time it was 2 Koopas. Pair of Koopas. What are we getting this time? Now, the randomizer we normally play shuffles around the question blocks, the music, the color palettes. Oh! And I like the idea that it shuffles the question blocks around. If you could somehow combine the two, it would be really neat. No! Alright, my emulator froze for a second. I didn't even see what happened. There we go. Okay, so we beat a level and it just takes us somewhere random too. World 2-3, but it's a castle. So even those are shuffled. Like, we're not actually getting World 2-3 when we see it. Oh. Well. Not feeling it. That's that typical 3-up save statery, though. I can't do a stream without with the run going back and forth. I'm not trying to remix it, but it's happening. Unintentional remix. Did you see earlier that there was only one group of platforms when we came to that section? Because of the way that enemies randomize, and the fact that this game does have a sprite limit, the amount of sprites that can be on screen is very strict. If you open up a power-up, for example, when you're using the other version of the randomizer, and then you open up another one before you grab it, it's going to despawn the first one, because you can only have one power-up on screen at any given time. The same thing goes for Mario 3. And so because there are no shuffled power-ups here, it actually makes it a little bit easier. But because the randomization of the enemies happens, Lakitu can throw an enemy that spawns other enemies. And so all of a sudden, you hit your sprite limit pretty quickly. And if you're running too quickly, anything that needs to load in the next screen, if there's too many sprites on screen, it's going to drop that in the priority list. So you actually have to sometimes strategically slow down a little bit, just to avoid that from happening. It's definitely seeming like that's something that can be very possible with this version of the randomizer. And this one is just called the Super Mario Bros. Random Enemy patch. That's it. Nothing special. Doesn't need a coat of paint. Whoa. I got distracted by the fact that there's a freaking hammer brother there. Oh! That is wild. Deadly place for hammer, bro. Exactly. Interesting. Looks like a bomb, but it's not. We don't have bombs in this game yet. So very accurate for the Bob Hoskins Super Mario Bros. 1 movie to have a bomb be part of the climax of the movie. Oh wait. No spoilers. It came out 37 years ago. I'm kidding, not 37. Oh! You don't even think about it. The fish, the jumping fish. This is so tough. This is such a cool way to experience this game. I'm not gonna lie. Wow. Just the amount of just chaos that happens. What? It's coming back? The amount of chaos that happens in such a short span. I love it. So I've also played a lot of Yoshi's Island. It's one of my favorite ROM hacks. It's a Yoshi's Island ROM hack where anything and everything can spawn at any time or despawn. So the platform from underneath you could despawn. Spikes could show up. Like I could just jump in the air and spikes would show up where I was jumping towards. And it's wild. We've gotten to Baby Bowser twice in 2 different runs. And I've been playing it for 3 years and have not been able to beat it. But we got to the Baby Bowser fight and it soft-locked itself each time. It is possible to beat. So that's one of my, like, holy grail randomizers that I've been trying to complete. I gotta trust in those iframes sometimes, because you can get through stuff like that. Yeah, it's like, it's very much like Super Mario 64 Chaos Edition, where it loads in cheats and glitches periodically as you play, changing things with the camera, button control scheme, all sorts of wacky stuff. But that's definitely the one I've been always striving to do well. Yeah, exactly. Final boss softlock risk is just too much. Whoa. Now, Mighty Collector and I, for a while, were trying to tackle the Ancient Cave challenge, or Ancient Cave mode in Legend of Zelda 1. That's a really fun mod as well, where you just go room to room in a giant 255 room Zelda 1 dungeon. Lots of randomized enemies. It kind of turns it into a little bit of like a Binding of Isaac-like experience. And I ended up giving up on the challenge. I'll probably jump back to it at some point. But Mighty Collector ended up actually beating it, which is pretty cool. It's not a easy challenge at all, and it's different every time you play it. I really love the idea behind it. Interesting. Oh, very cool. That's why the 20 jobs mode existed in your Final Fantasy V hack. Because a player requested that 4 jobs each for each party member was too chaotic for them. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you balance something like that, because to me, I feel like there's so much going on with Final Fantasy games, even the very first one. There's just so much complexity. So I really commend you for being able to create something that like actually has multiple working game modes that is playable. Because, you know, this, for example, is like cool. They figured out how to like randomize those enemies and get those enemies showing up in random spots with different behavior and stuff. But you're not worried about balancing when you make a randomizer like this. Okay, so that's 2 attempts now. We're now at 130 seconds. Maybe I have to use the warp pipes. Oh! Didn't want that to happen. See, if you keep running, you can despawn that Hammer Brother, but if I move too slow, Hammer Brothers spawns either way. Oh, that was so close. Okay, the zooming fish. I don't know what's happening there. This is chaos. I love it. Yes, I love it. Can't get better than a cheap plus a Hammer Brother pincer attack. Alright, interesting. Okay, so the Hammer Brother throwing hammers is despawning our platform because there's too many sprites. Oh, minimal. There we go. Lakitu is evil, absolutely. When it comes to their camera work as well. Pure evil. It just oh. Just have to ignore the enemies in front of me. There we go. When I was paying attention to the enemies, I couldn't get past them. Okay, this is not fair. Because I actually can't get up to that warp pipe section. Or can I? Oh. Oh, it's doable. It's doable. Alright, Lakitu has to go all the way back. The emulator is rocking some fucking nonsense right now. Okay, there we go. Lakitu, if you can make it all the way back to the other side. No! You are evil. Oh! No, the hack is evil. The game is evil. Incredible. You'd think. I think I have one way out, but no. It purposefully soft lock us. And now it started us way further down the line for World War 1. This is kind of odd. It's the second time it's taken us to 1-1 though. Little bush plant over there. Look at this guy. Oh, come on. See, this is nonsense. I also saved somewhere after this, but apparently it doesn't want me to acknowledge that. Just a second. Okay, I'm back. My apologies. Don't have any music going, but that's fine. Don't need music. You don't have to fill in noise all the time. Oh, I do want to get this. Yes. Wow, I definitely needed that. We got ourselves a star finish. We did the backwards fall towards the castle. Now the camera's on so you can see. We did that backwards fall towards the castle. We didn't even slide down the flagpole then. It's pretty interesting. Also, we were running and there was enough sprites on screen and the flag. Oh, look at this. I saved. I hate this. This game just wants to torture us in this section. Great. I was shocked to find out that Super Mario Bros. 2 wasn't what they got in Japan. Great. I said it. Did you know that Super Mario Bros. 3? Actually, here's a little known fact. Super Mario Bros. 1 in Japan is actually known as Doki Panic. I'll let that one sink in. Oh. The Super Mario Bros. 2 randomizer, I did say it was just a program someone made just for fun, and it's not something that gets updated regularly, but one of the funniest things that can happen is there's a way, and I can't like find a way to fine-tune it, but there's a way to randomize the abilities and like the movement and physics of the characters. So Luigi can control exactly like Toad. Mario can have Luigi's flutter kick. And then Toad could, for example, have Peach's float. So it's pretty rudimentary, but every once in a while there's a seed, and I know I had them saved somewhere and labeled them, but I can't find them. But there's a seed where it will create wild attributes. So Luigi's ascent is like Toad's ascent, but it's twice as fast, so there's no flutter kick. But then when he falls, he has a slow, like almost like paper falling, downwards flutter, and he can float for essentially in the air for longer than Peach. And then Mario had Peach's dress float, but only for a few, like a split second, for like a quarter of the of the time. And then in that same seed, Toad could only jump half a tile high, so he was completely useless even when running. We did the super jump; it would jump you like 2 tiles high. That's it. You couldn't even get on a regular platform, so it was totally pointless. And then Peach controlled almost like Super Mario Land 2. In the moon levels, where it had moon physics, and you would kind of like do a slow jump and then a slow descent. It was crazy. I wish I like labeled it and put it right on my desktop so I could play it again, because it was just the coolest outcome that we've ever had with the Super Mario Bros. 2 randomizer. But I don't think it's something that you can recreate. I think it was just we got what we got, you know. Arcade Mario Brothers was just called Panic. Incredible. I love that also that was posted for a while before I read it. You could use the crouch charge jump, but I think it wouldn't, like it didn't get you higher than this. And like I can't even do, it's not possible to jump as low as Toad did in that seed here in this game. It's pretty funny. Hey, I'm randomizing here. Oh. Alright, 2-4. 2-3 was also this level. Something's up. Whoa, yes! That was brilliant. Floop. Falling Koopas. Falling Buzzy Beetles. More Goomba shooters. I like it. Come on. My emulator is just a bit laggy for some reason. Yeah, the very last hack that will ever be posted to romhacking.net seems to be one that puts Super Mario Bros. 3 sprites in Mario Bros. 1. That's true. Do they accept duplicate hacks? Because I'm pretty sure someone's done that before. I mean, it sucks. I know that archive.org is a great place to upload all that stuff. I think people are going to probably end up doing that. But I try not to get involved in that. The drama of it all, because apparently there's a lot of drama surrounding why it's shutting down. But it does suck that, you know, a pretty long-standing, long-lasting archive of ROM hacks is just going to become archived. I would argue that Toby Fox wouldn't have a career if it wasn't for ROM hacks. And a lot of programmers, I'm sure, mess around with games they know to try and find out how they work. What is this? I could choose a sleep, but he left a spawny out to guard his cloud. What is that? The old hacks will be staying for now. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, that's good. I'm glad they're keeping the community going, because that's a long-standing community. Let's see what happens. That's nice. Actually save it. Emulator froze. Or it was lagging for some reason. See, it's 2-3 again, but we didn't beat 2-3. So I think it's 3 shuffling levels that you didn't beat, and I think it's actually starting you where you died in that level last, because that's why it started me halfway through Mario World 1-1. This is annoying. My apologies for the save state nonsense. worst place to have a Lakitu. Oh. Just no Lakitu. Look at this. Okay, 3-4. Just a couple pixels off from just jumping into the axe. That's what I was trying to do, at least. We're back here. Is it gonna soft lock us again? Let's see. Oh. That's odd. Did not expect to be spat out there. So that was that's a different warp than what we experienced last time, because that was taking us to a different section. That was taking us to the beginning of the stage. So I'm very curious as to what that means, that the two outcomes are different each time you experience 1, 2. Man. Lakitu, come on. You're the worst in vanilla games and in randomizers. Oh, the start timer got reset. Strange. Oh, come on. Do I not know how to jump? I might as well jump. Bump, 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 bump. Okay, sure. Alright. Fine. Nope. This is just the new respawn point. That's done. And the timer's getting reset every time. No, it's not. Very strange. Forget the warp zone, it's the Twilight Zone. Yeah, Lakitu rescuing me from the pit, like in Mario Kart, that'd be sweet. Oh yeah, if you die, it takes you to a new stage. There we go. Oh! Saw that coming my way. As soon as I jumped on the spring. Now, I'm also going to be live. Normally, I'm live from 5 or 6 p.m. Pacific every day, but on Saturdays and Sundays, I'm usually live in the morning. So I'm going to be live earlier tomorrow. We've got a bunch of randomizers to try. I think I'm going to try a brand new seed of the Final Fantasy 1 randomizer, or I might try Final Fantasy 5 Whirlwind. I usually go live around 10 a.m. Pacific, but I've got a whole bunch more. We've got Double Dragon 2 randomized, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out randomized, we have Mario Land 2 on Game Boy, Super Mario 64 randomizer, Ocarina of Time randomizer to check out. Battle City, I believe, is what it's called. Is it Battle City? It's an NES game where you play as tanks. Someone made a randomizer of that. I'm going to be checking out. We have the Streets of Rage 2 randomizer, which randomizes the enemies and the difficulty of said enemies. So stage 1 can have like a later stage difficulty enemy in terms of their health and the amount of damage they deal to you. But it doesn't do any other randomization or mixing up. The Double Dragon 2 randomizer, it's going to mix up enemies, bosses, weapons, music, color palettes, but it's very, very, very soft lock run. So there's trade-offs. There's trade-offs. Whoop. I've actually never seen a randomizer of a fighting game, like a Street Fighter randomizer, or a Mortal Kombat randomizer, come to think of it. Shuffle the movesets around, randomize the character movements if you can, the fatalities. I'm not sure what you would do. Give like Dalsim's move to Blanca, but it's Chun-Li's sprite with Blanca's moveset. I don't know. Oh, have people created randomizations or randomizers for Street Fighter 2? Random damage and random dizzy amount. Or is that built into the game? Whoa. I hate this. Okay, I'm gonna try something else. Oh, it's in the vanilla game. Nice. Alright, so let's see if we can get this one working. Whoa. Here we go. Okay. So there's a few really interesting ones. This one. This is someone else's take from 2005 on a randomizer for Super Mario Bros. 1. Now, this is not going to be familiar levels. You just have 100 seconds. Go. And this is it. This is procedurally generated, randomly generated little obstacle course. 65 seconds. It's not bad. Whoop. My emulator froze for a second. Stop, stop. Don't do this to me. Where did I find all these? I've got a lot in the archive. I also use that too, but many things have led me to find some of these things. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. So what does that mean? Is there an end? Score 1535. All right. And it's different. Watch. Different maze. It's an interesting idea. The fact you can hit them from underneath to make them disappear also is probably just a way to soft lock proof, I guess. Oh! Please don't tell me you're trying to open up another version of this ROM right now while I'm... Oh my god. Thanks, emulator. It's like, oh, did you want to play the game you're already playing? And at the same time, using the same controller input? Absolutely, sir. Coming right up. Would you like some ketchup and mustard with that? Because the rules weren't set. Interesting. Okay, so this one sucks. I just want to showcase some of these because they're pretty funny. Okay, so there's a game I discovered yesterday that was just so cool. But I'm unsure, and it was a Mario 1. It was a Mario 1 hack. Let's do some digging here. Yeah, the disappearing blocks is just like, I guess, like a soft lock proofing in a way. Come on, mix this up. Show me which game we were playing. I cannot remember which one this was. Nah. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's this one. I saved a whole bunch. I think it was SPC. Okay, here we go. So I have a whole bunch and they have different names. There's a Snoop Dogg edition of Super Mario Brothers 1 where you play as Snoopy from the Peanuts cartoons, and then when you get a weed leaf, you turn into Snoop Dogg, which is like, what? Why are they connected? Okay, I'm gonna just try this. I don't think this is it either. There was totally one. It had like a death counter at the very beginning. It was really interesting. It had a death counter at the beginning. And it was throwing random stuff at you. But no, that's not it. Instead, we're going to play this one, which is just labeled SMB SPC from 2019. I don't even know what it's going to be about. There's a couple that were recommended to me, so recently. Ooh, we played many Super Mario Bros. 1 ROM Max and beat many acts. This looks cruel, because it's definitely going to want me to take a hit there. And I can't go backwards anyways. Ooh. So far, not too bad, as long as it's not a Kaizo. Me jumping into a Piranha does not make this a Kaizo. Oh! What, the load button just doesn't work? There we go. Whoa. Goomba crossing. Goomba crossing. Ah. Alright, 42 coins. First level is whatever. Nothing special. Okay. I guess we are a plumber. Somebody's gotta clean these pipes. Yeah, I'm gonna probably call it soon. I'll play a couple more levels of this just to showcase it. But I really want to showcase the different perspective and lens of the Super Mario Bros. 1 randomizer. And, you know, if it wasn't so hot, I'd probably stream a little bit later. But we got to stream tomorrow morning, so we'll be doing that probably closer to like 9:30 or 10 a.m. Pacific. I'll be doing some more retro randomizers. Probably just gonna hang out in the Discord for the rest of the evening. In fact, I'll just do that now because I'm looking. There's lots of people that I know that are currently just popping on to stream. Hey, you know what? Let's raid Just the Mess. Just the Mess games. Just got back from a little bit of a break. Just got a cool channel there, really cool retro collection. We'll do that. I'll hang out in Justice channel and we'll hang out in the Discord. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Thank you to those that dropped in, folks that checked out the stream for the first time, the new followers, the new subscribers. Thank you so much, MonstroCH, for supporting the Discord server and the channel. I'll be doing a lot more of these, and we've got another one coming tomorrow. So if you're watching on YouTube, check out some of the other retro game randomizer videos.